Hi friends, welcome to Engineering Clinic. So in this video we are going to see how to install Network Simulator 3 software in Windows 10 through WSL, Windows Subsystem for Linux. So in case if you have not installed Windows Subsystem for Linux in Windows 10 operating system, you can refer the YouTube video I have given in the comment description window below. So only after that you can able to use Linux along with the GUI to use it. So in this example I use Ubuntu 20.04. I installed within Windows 10. So actually Windows 10 uses its own Hyper-V virtual machine platform to work on Windows subsystem for Linux. The NS3 version I am going to use it here is NS3.33. So to begin with, the step number 0 is, so open the software called as X launch. So for Windows, so I already have installed it, this X launch. So you can see in the beginning recently installed softwares X launch. You can see in the top it is there, you can use it. Just double click the software or simply click the software. Once it is done, so select the option as indicated in the video. So start with the no client and disable access control. For any clients they can access it, and click next and save, finish. So once it is finished, this X window or the X launch software will be applied in the taskbar. Here you can see that it's in the taskbar. So now the step 1 is open the PowerShell using run as administrator. So using the administrator you can just open it. So it will be asking yes or no, so click yes. So afterwards you can simply type WSL. So once you type WSL, automatically the Linux terminal work out. So Linux terminal comes up. So here we can use execce4-session. So this is the command to activate the GUI for the Linux operating system. In case if you don't want GUI, if you want to use only command line, so you can directly use all the commands over here. Now this is what the GUI what you get. So within Windows you can see that you can move around between Windows as well as Linux with the Alt tab. So it's similar like a Windows application you can able to work on. So now you can open a terminal as well, or you can open Firefox for downloading the software. So you can go to applications, internet and Mozilla Firefox, because by default Firefox is there, so you can use it, and you can download NS3 as the package. So NS3.33 through nsnam.org. I'm just downloading the package. So while the package is being downloaded, so in the step number 2 what we can do is just download it, and step number 3 is open a terminal and simply give the command sudo apt update. So actually from the Ubuntu GUI, from here right click, open the terminal. So in the terminal you can able to give the command sudo apt update. So this will be updating the package manager. Sudo apt update, you can give it. So after that give the password, and the update manager will be updated. So afterwards, so we have to download some prerequisites softwares of NS3. So those softwares what we can do is, already I have my blog in nsnam.com. So in that blog I'll just visit and then get the software. So these are the prerequisite software. I just copied it and then just paste it over here. So in the next prompt you can copy and paste these lines. So this in the description window I have just given. So this entire commands you have to run it. So this is for development libraries, Python libraries and Python graphics package. All these things we have to install it. Now again go to the terminal, right click and paste. So once it is pasted, it will be asking for yes or no. Click yes and then go on. So it will be taking some time. And for Wireshark alone, you can instead of no, you can click it as yes to open Wireshark in any user mode. After the installation is done, so you can just go to the download folder where the NS3 already downloaded. Go to the downloads folder. It's already installed. So copy this file and bring it to the home folder. So my home name is Home Pradeep Kumar. Just paste it there. So once it is pasted, then right click and there's an option called as extract here. So directly extract there in the home folder itself. So it is always good to install extract everything into the home folder. It's always fine, because sometimes the subscribers asking that I could not able to find where I have just downloaded and where I have unzipped it. So please be specific that you always give it to the home folder. So once the home folder, I am just extracting the package here. Now we can check the NS all-in-one 3.33. So you have all the packages ready. So now go back to the terminal. Already the terminal is open already. So go back to the terminal. Just cd NS all-in-one. You can see that NS all-in-one folder is there. So just click cd NS all-in-one hyphen 3.33. So then the installer command /build.py. So you can see that's a build.py. So /build.py space double hyphen enable hyphen examples space double hyphen enable hyphen test. So once you are installing this, so up to 10 to 20 minutes this installer will run, because it will take much time to complete the full installation of NS3. At the end of the installation, it will be showing you what are the modules that are built, what are the modules that are not been built. Okay, so now the installation is going on. So there might be errors. You may encounter some errors during the installation, but luckily in my case I could not able to encounter any errors, as I used NS 3.33 as well as the operating system is Ubuntu 20.04. Okay, so here is how the installation goes on. So the installation took around 20 minutes for me, though I am using my MacBook Pro. In the MacBook Pro I installed Windows 10 using Boot Camp, and within the Boot Camp I installed this Ubuntu 20.04 through Windows Subsystem for Linux. Okay, now you can see now the installation is done. So for your better picture, I have just stopped the complete installation process. So I just given you the screen here. So how the installation looks like. So you can see here now these are the modules that are built. So the modules built, you can see in the top the modules built. So how many modules built and how many modules that are not been built. So you can see that these are the built modules, and below that we have non-built modules. So these modules are not built. Okay. So now afterwards what we do is we go to the terminal, we'll check whether everything is installed successfully. So first we have to run the software cd ns 3.33, then /waf double hyphen run hello hyphen simulator. So you should get hello simulator. So once it gets, then we have understand that our NS3 has installed successfully fine. So now we can go for running an example first.cc. So if you want to know the description of this file, you can able to refer the video which is there in my channel itself. So first I will run the first.cc example. I just copy the file from example tutorial folder to scratch folder. So now we can see the first.cc is executing successfully. So one of the subscriber asked about how can you run netanim. There is an animation window within this Ubuntu WSL, that is Windows Subsystem for Linux. So further what I do is I'll just include netanim code #include within double quotes ns3/netanim -module.h. So first I just include this file. I just edit the first.cc file, and at the end of the file before the simulator :run function. So in the run function I will just update animation interface here above the simulator :run function. I just use animation interface anim inside brackets the name of the XML file. So once you compile this file, and first.xml file will be created within the same folder, and that XML file we can able to run it. So now we can see waf double hyphen run scratch first. So once it is done, we'll get some warnings due to that animation interface. So neglect the warnings. So now what you can do is you can go to netanim using the command /netanim, then netanim. Open the file. So the window gets open, and go to the open icon and select the first.xml file. So once you select the first.xml file, the XML file opens. So you can see there are two nodes, and run the simulation. So the simulation perfectly works fine. So between 0 and 1 there was a packet exchange. So please remember, all these operations are carried out only with the help of the Windows operating system. Within Windows we have installed Ubuntu operating system, and everything works perfectly fine. So now that's all for this video, but I have just given the description here. So this description I'll just paste it below in the description box within this video. You can refer it. Also, if you want to check the complete installation instruction, you can refer my blog https://www.nsnam.com. So you can refer it. And if you have liked this video, please subscribe to our channel, and also please share this information to your friends as well. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Keep visiting my blog and channel. Thank you.